Hello YouTube, it's Sibbles and Bits back at it again with another Arcanium run. We're running a little bit late today, so we're going to go ahead and skip the question for the comments and commentary, but just to give you guys something to put down there if you feel so inclined. At the end of the video, go ahead and put down in the comments below, on a scale of 1 to 5, what do you think our odds are of actually finishing the run? Of course, that's going to be rife for comedic timing when I end up ending the video by dying, but we're going to hopefully not have that happen. Go ahead and start. Going ahead and rotating all of our ultimates here. So this is a little weird. We've got quite a bit of purple damage. And we're not relatively tanky. Moze-Aura-Rag can be a good tank. So I'm not really too concerned about that, but he relies upon a lot of cards in order to make that work. He also has an heirloom that makes it easy. Gain 3 resilience per overload you consume. Makes it pretty durable. He's also got quite a bit of cards that'll enable that. Chances are Aurora's not going to be our tank, but we grabbed the burn ulti on rotation, so we could. It'd be weird if Aurora was our tank, but who knows? Maybe she gets God, I can't remember the name right now. She has a card that's very good for that. Lava Torrent. According to how much burn is on the target, she'll gain shield. She can also turn burn on her into shield if we feel so inclined to do that. And then Ragnarok is at least going to have his AoE weaken, which would make Moze-Aura-Rag's, theoretically, if we get the heirloom right, his ability to generate resilience, and even then he has cards for that as well. Reverberation is in an area, so we can make everybody relatively tanky, but this isn't going to protect us from ults for like 60. Thankfully though, we have enough shield, or relatively good shielding in this team, because we have both blue, green, and yellow heroes, that since we have blue in Moze-Aura-Rag, we can theoretically get the ability to slow enemies, which will reduce their outgoing damage and make our shielding basically twice as effective. And we also have Aurora's yellow, so we have access to blind, theoretically speaking. But this is going to be an interesting team. I'm not quite sure exactly where we send this team either. We might be able to get away with going to Uzir, but what the only reason why I would go to Uzir is if there's something I'm looking to buy, or if we're looking for relics there. We've got burn relics. Oh, sorry, they're called artifacts in this game, Sibbles. We've got burn artifacts there, but that'll allow Aurora to deal like a truck ton of damage. What we might need though, since we're currently like suffering for damage in general, is we might actually just go to Anador. Our red damage off of Aurora is completely unresisted here, and then depending on the individual enemies, it might be a little bit suffer for Ragnarok and Moze-Aura-Rag. But this 10 health, one thing to note about Anador is that it is the only benefit that you cannot get anywhere else. You can't really get 10 health. You can get 8 health off of a green shrine, but you're only going to find those in Anador as well. Scorched Lands, I could also see us going here and just either grabbing like an insane damage card or a defense card just to round ourselves out. But with us not having... we don't really have a lot of damage. Moze-Aura is going to be slow. And Aurora does damage, but we're going to constantly have to position to protect her because she doesn't start with defense. This could solve that, but if it doesn't, we're going into an area where there's a lot of purple enemies. Like 50% of them are purple. So Ragnarok and Moze-Aura aren't really going to be able to help. And we also have Dark Rangers there, which are honestly a pain. I think we start Anador. Oh, that's the back button. I'm just all sorts of everywhere today. We're in a corner, but it's next to 2 normal fights. We're feeling pretty fine. I could see us pivoting into Azir once we get built, but I'm not going to go there for 400 gold, personally. And it's also 15 tiles. We're all the way up here at the top. We're going to use most of our steps just getting down. That's technically a little better. And that's Suffer. Otherwise, this is, I believe, a high-quality loot cache, which I would be willing to travel around for. Especially because the first area is right there. Going to be a fight, which means that if this is a event or something, we're going to have to also fight this. But it's Dispel All Heroes. We don't really have any buffs right now. It doesn't matter. It was. Okay. No defense cards in our opening hand besides this guy. That's honestly a little suffer, but the way the game goes. That also means that Moze-Aura is going to draw into, 2 of these, and now we have to make the decision between not shielding enough and dealing damage. Actually, this is going to deal 6, 14, 6. Oof, just going to miss it. But I think we do, though. We do shield for that small amount. Then here we just set up for... what are you going to draw next? You're going to draw 1 magic missile, so it's okay for you to end on 4, but... we're actually going to have 10 damage in your next hand. Okay, so then we won't do that. Try and protect her. Yeah, taking all this damage right now is... this would have been the main reason to go to Scorched Lands, is because any defense card really would have helped us out. Have that much... oh, okay. I was just about to use this... convert this AP into overload, but we're going to use the... that's raw overload that we get from that ulti, so we would have just used 2 of this to gain 1 of this, and that would not have been worth it. And the reason I would have done that is because this will turn into 5 overload, but what hand do we honestly have? Like, if we drew Magic Volley times 3, maybe. We just don't really need that much, is what I'm trying to say. Well, this is going to be good. Oh, I didn't need to do that at all. I'm a fool. took like somewhere around 15-20 damage for that, and that's honestly unacceptable. We need to figure something out about that. Again, I would love to take, in lieu of not getting defense, you can always just take more damage. The problem with this is that this is Aurora takes 3 damage and we have no sustain. Add something in place to actually protect her from this, then I'd be more willing to take it. So instead we're just going to take a Warcry. It retains, buffs our minions. It's pretty good. And I think that that is worth more than a Cleaver Strike to us right now. Reduces average cost of hand. The card pile there is going to be huge. Don't want to have to defend on you, so we're going to do this. Now I'm going to ult. It's a little bit suffer. Yeah, we're just taking damage for free. That's not going to be enough, huh? Okay, we're going to do this. That rounds down, really? That is misfortunate. Definitely should put this over here. I wasn't thinking ahead. That 5 damage is entirely my fault. They really want us to use that. And again, same concept here. 1 power for 3 burn, or 9 damage for 3 health. 9 damage is a lot of damage, but again, we're just not willing to take that trade right now. I will gladly take a Wild Swing over a Cleaver Strike. I'd grab this. Ozabes needs cards. Okay. So we have the ult that gives us bonus for using Overload, and now we actually have Overload. So we're quite happy with that. All those, and I actually think that right now, all that is better than Magic Volley. Still purple damage, but even the Focus Beam is the same amount of damage as Magic Volley. It's unfortunately melee only, but it is retained, so we can keep it for a turn when we actually have Overload to use it. Okay, this is what I'm actually going to do here. I'm going to take this Assault Battle, gain access to this campfire. A little suffer right there. Your chances here. I don't know what I expected. That's good though. But no, fuck that. That man out as soon as possible. Go ahead, just use this. That's a lot of damage. We're also taking a lot of damage, and there's nothing we can do about it. Two elusives? What am I even supposed to do with that? It's actually going to be quite good. I was hoping that I would have that crit at this point, because now we basically have no damage to get money. That's actually too much damage. Oh man. I haven't done the math. Would you be able to do some sort of pseudo-infinite with Moze-Aura-Rag having 3 force pulses and access to theoretically unlimited overload, which is possible? Very good though. Honestly, this might be the time that we actually use this. Take that. A fireball for it. For health. We upgrade one chosen card. I'd like to say that it's this guy. Yeah, 15 damage. Otherwise, it would be this for 9 in an area, which is very good, but not right now, because, again, we're in Anador where there's a ton of green enemies. 14 is expected, 9 is expected. 12 that crits is not to be trifled with, though, but we do this. That. Okay, we need to level. I wonder if we actually have the damage for a breach battle. Guess we'll find out, because, I mean, we either do that or the defense battle, and like I said, we don't have defense. So, the only thing is this here? No, it's over there. Okay, so we definitely go down here. I feel more confident about our damage than I do our defense. I don't like this thing right here. And there's literally nothing I can do about that. Yeah, we might be dead here. Like I said, though, there was literally no other way besides to do a defense, which probably, looking at it now, was going to be easier than this. Start stacking that burn. We're going to need it. No, we're just going to face race the middle guy. This kill? Your max health is 70. 25% of that would be 17. That still wouldn't quite kill. Bring her over here, though. Oh, wait, we're close now. We're literally just off, aren't we? Because we got to bring you down to 17. Oh, that's rough. So, I wanted to use my ulti, so I used the laser over here. However, the right move actually would have been to swap Rag over here, put Moze-Aura here. You could have lasered in, swap in, use Guillotine, that would have executed. That's suffer. Actually kill you. Oh. Perfect. He had the resilience, though. Of course he did. Play. Okay. Now it's time to face race this bear over here. Get you this time. Not. Moze-Aura alive as long as possible. Okay, now let's see. Wait, we're weakened. Alright. Alright, this should be it. survived. Minute, you guys went down to the comments and put a big fat 0 down there, didn't you? Can't fool me. We don't have a lot of blue cards, but this is exactly what we're looking for on Moze-Aura-Rag. I think we take this. Otherwise, cost of all retained cards going down is also pretty good. That if we keep the whatever his late focus beam in his hand for 1 turn, it becomes free, which I mean, then we get to deal the damage when we need to, but again, we need that defense. The cleanse is a very good idea. However, I think that either Rites of Battle to put some sustain on Ragnarok or Flame Pillar just to it's just a ridiculous amount of damage. And unless we actually get some defense, the only way we're getting out of here pretty much. With that said, I think most times we're only playing 1 card on Aurora, and she's dealing our damage. We're gonna give her. Please don't lock me out. Thank you. Oh. That is a block card. That is also a block card. Arcane Flux is also very good. It's 1-for-1 resilience, which is a decent rate, and then it gives us a locked overload. We need to heal. Otherwise, I would probably grab both of these. But I think the one that we need more than the others is the ability to shield in an area. So I think we take this. Because even if we give Moze-Aura-Rag a ton of resilience, he can't taunt yet. Because we don't have Boomerang. So I think we have to make sure that everybody's covered in defense equally. Okay. Shard Battle. We have Execute. That's 15 though. Your average Shard Battle is gonna have like 175. How soon can we deal 175 damage? Moze-Aura-Rag has some damage, but not really. He's got the ability to crit every 4 turns. Maybe. Aurora has lots of burn now. Even if our goal is to just keep everybody alive long enough for the boss to burn to death, if it's a boss that has cleanse, that strategy doesn't work. I don't think we do this. We take this later. And for right now, more cards. The loot case there, that's very good. Okay, who needs cards? Probably Moze-Aura-Rag, actually. I think we just gave him a bunch of cards, though. Like, Aurora has decent cards. Like, unfortunately, she... Oh, let's give her that. Unfortunately, she still has her Scorches, but what else are you gonna do, right? Probably trim this down a bit. With Flame Pillar, we can get rid of one of those. You know what? We're currently not burn-centric, so let's just get rid of all of that. Good, we need that in there, though. That can replace another Cleaver Strike. It basically is a Cleaver Strike, but better. Yeah. Okay. Let's give Aurora some cards. We were just talking about, well, there's Lava Torrent. And extra burn if we have power. Come on, man. I think we take Lava Torrent and Incinerate, and we remove our Fireballs. Now we have... this way, if you want. That's fine by me. We have 4 burn cards. She's the one with 4 AP, so she is able to play her hands, which is important. Convection is a win condition. We just need to figure out how she doesn't die from her own burn. So we obviously don't use this now. And now we can take cards that burn us. Come on. 3 might? Eh. First range card each turn deals critical damage. That's significant. That is highly significant. I like the reduced cost of retain on Ragnarok because he has Earthen Circle. So it's possible for us to be able to use this for as low as zero cost. And Warcry a minion as soon as we play them. Seriously, I'm really liking that. Stonefist is also obviously very good, plus 2 damage. Very good on things like Solar Blast. It theoretically could help us reach the execute, but Might is applied after all damage bonuses, so it doesn't really do that much. First range card crits. Again, very good. We could always crit on Void Tear. Technically, we can crit on Force Pulse. Like, the Arcane Missiles aren't bad. 1 for 8. Very good. This is a ranged card, so this would crit. Guillotine isn't, unfortunately. You have no ranged cards. But I think what we do is we take, again, we need to get that defense in line. So we're going to go ahead and put that on Ragnarok. You can also shift that around. You finish the quest. Sounds like a good idea. I think this is a heal, though. Well, that's 600 gold. I feel swindled. Okay, so Relic Shop isn't there. Most likely up here. Or right here. Because this is weird where it's like the border of Anador, so it could also technically be down here. So hopefully that made us strong enough, because we're now in Act 2, and we're still meandering around. Really, the one time I finally, like, reasonably should pick up Guillotine, and I never get to use it. He'll be fine, because he has access to that, or at least I think, yeah, okay, we did put it on. Vanguard Helm. To clarify, he's fine adjacent. That's a little suffer. willing to take this to backlash to make sure that we're getting some work done here. Buffer right there. Debating if I wanted Rag to take that, but probably should have. She has the ability to theoretically heal herself, though. That's interesting. Oh, I just misplayed that. Definitely doesn't take that much damage. Now we gotta come into here. That's not enough. Well, there it is. Finally got his taunt. Recollect is also very good for the same reason that it's a 0 cost 1 resilience because of our relic. But I think we really need a boomerang toss. We need to be redirecting some damage here. And then we upgrade boomerang toss. We're going to be casting it a lot, theoretically speaking. This is upgrade to 5. It's 4. Campfire's a pretty good get. almost get you. More likely to get you. I didn't combo. That was silly of me. Dead, but I would have preferred to have that damage elsewhere. It's a good thing we're getting that campfire, I suppose. That's more defense. Also AoE damage. I honestly think we might need to pivot out of this whole minion shenanigan with Rag. Only take and retain, but we shouldn't let that define us into where we're at. I feel like we want to explore this tile here. Well, it wasn't the relic shop. After this fight, though, we'll be able to in again as much as we really don't want to be inning as much as we are. Start we had. What could we do? Hold up. It only executes on combo. It's not gonna. You have no red cards. Guess instead we are going to do. Probably still do the damage. They're both stunned? Not really good timing. Jeez. That we can start taking combustion. Hopes that we actually something to help us. Okay, I think it's time for Rag to get some cards. Here I'm saying that we need to get out of the minion life, and the game thinks otherwise. You could almost see this though. Deal anything with that for now, but we unfortunately need another shop heal. Except that it costs 400. Okay, we had our Arcane Flux here. Okay, I think our last step will be going here. Then we'll see what's here. Then if that doesn't really brighten our day, we're gonna have to probably come up and around here and play it safe. It's a little boring, but we don't want to die, right? Assuming we don't die here. Oh, there's the relics. That could change our outlook on life here. If we moved you there, you'd die. Okay. legit may be dead here. Soul crushing. Actually, after this stun, I think we're dead. Probably should have used lava torrent too. Wasn't thinking there. Honestly, I think I made a misplay on the turn that Rag died too. I think if I... Oh, well, that'll kill us. Well, that's unfortunate. Well, anyways, be sure to leave a comment down below on a 1 to 5 scale. What do you think our odds are of surviving this run? Be honest now. I don't need a bunch of yes men down there. I need people who are willing to keep me honest. Anyways, we were at least able to run through that one a little bit faster. We might be able to get to completing runs in 2 videos if we keep that pace up. I don't think that I had a lot of banter though, so that might have honestly have been a little bit more, I guess the word would be boring for you guys. I also probably wasn't explaining a lot, but I didn't really come across anything that I felt like needed to be explained. Anyways, if you're not putting a bunch of zeros down in the comments below, feel free to leave any feedback, be that misplay alerts, feedback about the video, comments, questions, and until next time, I'll catch you guys around.